The following program is brought to you by Wightman TV and Bruce Telecom.
I'm Dee Dee Eurig, and I am the Office Administrator at the Mount Forest District Chamber of Commerce. We are coming to you from Mount Forest. What's happening? Wightman Channel 6. Today on our show, we are going to be featuring Crime Stoppers, KTS Plumbing and Heating, our CKNX Radiothon, Walsh's Pharmacy, and TD Canada Trust. We're in Mount Forest at Wellington North Fire Services. Here with me today is Fire Chief Dave Guilbault and Guelph-Wellington Crime Stoppers Sarah Bowers-Peters. There are some exciting things coming on here with these two individuals, so I'm going to let Sarah talk about what's coming up.
Yes, thanks, Dee Dee. We've had a very busy summer, and we're very excited about a new partnership we have with Wellington North Fire Service. We have decals that are available on the fire trucks, so people, if they're at a scene and they see the trucks and they see the decals, they'll be reminded, if they know any information about the occurrence, that they can call into Crime Stoppers.
Absolutely, and it is a well-known scene. We see these Crime Stopper signs popping up all over the region. So are they're on all the trucks?
Actually, Fire Chief Dave Guilbault is our vice chair of our program. He can explain about which trucks have them.
Yes, I'm obviously pleased to be chair of the vice chair of Crime Stoppers. It's a great organization, and it's a great team of volunteers that get out in our community and help prevent crimes, drinking and driving, and getting drugs off the street. And we get a lot of tips in, over 400 a year we get in, and a lot of crimes are solved. And we just want to get more awareness, so they're on our trucks at the Arthur Station, and they're here in Mount Forest. And again, it's just awareness. And we are the first fire service in the Wellington County to have these decals on our trucks, and we hope more will get involved and get more awareness out there so we can help solve these heinous crimes. In particular, when you look at an arson, and I've been in a situation where we've lost firefighters because of arson fires, so anything we can do to put people behind bars, criminals behind bars, is what this is all about.
Absolutely. So Sarah, having listened to Fire Chief Dave mention that, have you noticed a change in the actual number of calls? Or let's say if anybody said, I have seen these decals on these emergency services vehicles.
Well, that's actually the objective. We would like to see that happen. Right now we have, as Fire Chief Dave mentioned, the trucks in Mount Forest and in Arthur. This is actually a program that's open to any business that has a number of vehicles, like a fleet of vehicles, and you're interested in having these decals. Give us a call or contact us through our website, www.csgw.tips, and let us know, and we can talk to you about how you can get these decals for your vehicles.
Okay, that's great. Good to know. I also understand there's something else coming up.
Yes, we're going to have a shredding event, and as you know, identity theft is a crime. And we have files that are lying around our home or in our offices that if someone got in the wrong hands. So we're going to have a shredding event here at the fire station. Drive in, drop off what you need to be shredded, and drive out. And we'll have firefighters here and Sarah from Crime Stoppers.
So do you have an actual date, Dave?
October 31st from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. right here at the fire hall. It'll be a nice slick drive-through system, and as Fire Chief Dave mentioned, you don't even have to get out of your vehicle. We'll have lots of able bodies who can take it out of your trunk or truck.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. So just anybody can come on in and get rid of those valuable papers and get them shredded up.
And it is Halloween, but we won't be in costume, okay?
Well, if you think ghouls and goblins are scary, identity theft is way scarier. But it starts, like I say, at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's $5 a box, and all proceeds go to Crime Stoppers Guelph-Wellington so we can pay rewards in the community.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Dave, so much. Hi, I'm here with Kevin Smith, and he is the owner of KTS Plumbing and Heating. Kevin, we're just in here enjoying your shop, looking at all the wonderful stuff you've got going on here. But Kevin, if you could just let us know what it is that KTS Plumbing and Heating does.
Well, mostly it's service, custom builds, custom plumbing, heating, hydronic heating, boilers, in-floor heat, and emergency repairs. We also just received a machine last year for thawing water lines. We're the only one privately in the area that has one, and it'll do up to 300 feet underground without opening or exposing anything. It uses hot water and steam.
Wow, that sounds, for the upcoming year, that's really good to know. I have a funny feeling you might be busy with that, Kevin.
Probably. I'm hoping.
So, KTS Plumbing and Heating, maybe if you want to let everybody know where you're located and what area you serve.
We're located in Kenilworth. We serve all of Wellington County. We have gone as far as Vaughan in the past to do custom homes, and all over the area. We service some houses on Manitoulin Island, even, believe it or not, but mostly in Wellington County, Wellington North. They say we're out of Kenilworth, but we will travel wherever we need to be.
Okay, so you had mentioned earlier when we were talking, Kevin, something about that you like to do, you stick mainly with custom homes, is that it?
Yes. I mean, we don't do subdivisions and stuff like that. We design homes, we design plumbing, we do the more radical things when it comes to plumbing, like outdoor showers and up on a deck outside, and multi-use bathrooms for walk-in showers and things like that. So like I say, it's things without plans, things that are kind of more, you invent it, you see it, you ask the customer what they want, and you make it a reality.
Well, okay. No, that sounds great. That's always nice to know. Now, I know we didn't talk about this before, Kevin, but as I'm standing here talking to you, plumbers are always in demand. And yes, I know that you probably get people calling you 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with issues. Just wondering if there's any type of advice or a safety tip or something that you can give to the public, just to, to maintain, so that can cut back on those types of phone calls.
The biggest thing with today's products out there is the scented soaps and the whatever they're at now, 8-ply toilet paper and stuff like that. Those are things that actually damage drains, and they have a hard time moving through. So those are things, that they're nice, but at the same time, a little more hot water down your kitchen sink after you wash your hands helps dilute the oils and stuff in those scented soaps, because generally that's how they scent them, is with animal fats, because it's biodegradable. But that also solidifies once it hits a drain. So that's, a little extra hot water doesn't hurt for the cost of running the water for an extra 30 seconds. Hot water once a week, it'll keep a drain in the kitchen a lot cleaner.
That's a great tip, Kevin, and I will certainly keep that in mind, because I had no idea that scented soaps affected the drains like that. So thank you for that tidbit of information. No problem. So if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, how would they get hold of you?
Easiest way is call our office. We have 2 sources. Obviously, you can email us as well at kts.ltd@hotmail.com, or you can call the office at 519-848-5266.
That's fantastic. Thanks so much, Kevin.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Joe Walsh. He is the owner of Walsh's Pharmacy. We're in Mount Forest. Joe also owns Walsh's Pharmacy in Arthur. Joe, I've been coming in and out of this store for many years, and this last little while since you have taken over, I have seen many changes going on in here. So maybe we could just talk about that. What's going on at Walsh's Pharmacy?
Oh, we've had lots of stuff going on, but just a little bit of history of the store first. So Walsh's Pharmacy was started in 1952 for my father, John Walsh. A lot of people will know him because he's a big history buff and has a regular history articles in the papers, around local papers. In 52, I come from a family of 8. All of my brothers and sisters at some point in time worked in the store in Arthur. So it's definitely a family-run business, and that's what we brought to Mount Forest as well. In Arthur, my niece is the front shop manager. My nephew is the designated manager for the dispensary. He's a pharmacist now. He's joined us a couple of years ago. My kids, both Nicholas and Andrew, both work in Arthur and in Mount Forest this summer. And my father still comes in even though he's retired. He's probably there more now than he was when he was working. But anyways, that's another story. So very family oriented. So that's what part of the big message that we're trying to get across to the people in Mount Forest is that we can do everything any other large competitor can do for supplies and customer service. But I think we actually, and I might be a little biased, do it better. And we're bringing the family aspect to the store here as well, and the customer service, things like that. When we took over the store here, this location in November, we kept all the staff and actually have added on to it, because with customer service, you can't do it without people. So we've actually added more staff members to the mix that we have here. IDA stands for Independent Drug Alliance, and so the owner of the store is in the stores for all the IDA stores, which is a big advantage. Our wholesaler is McKesson Canada, and they're the largest supplier in Canada, and actually North America. So I challenge anybody to come in and try to stump us with a product to get for them. We might not have it in stock, but we definitely can get it. We're getting actually pretty good at sourcing, for lack of a better word, weird products that people are looking for. So that's the family history behind the store. We've done a huge amount of upgrades to the store. I'm telling people to come in and take a look because there's so many to look at. We've increased our counseling area. We've also added a bunch of new services. We have Ideal Protein, which is our weight management program, which is taken off quite successfully. It's a Canadian program. It's based on medical science, which is what caught my eye. And it's all Canadian. The foods that are incorporated into the program, the egg protein that comes from the same family farm for the last 40 years. So it's been very good, very consistent, and again, it's got the family-oriented aspect to it, so that's what we really like. And very successful and very gratifying for the coaches. The coaches are one-on-one. They come in, the participants, clients come in once a week to get measured and go over the pluses and minuses for the week before and get weighed in. And it's very gratifying when people come and they say, oh, I can't believe I lost that. Or I had one lady that lost so much weight the 1 week, and this is not all the time, but she was mad at us because she thought we were fixing the scale, which is a good thing, I guess. But so that was good that way. We also brought in, that's one program brought in, we also brought in home health care. We're standing in our new section. We went from almost non-existent from the members that had the store before to we have approximately 600 square feet of home health care now. The definition of home health care is it's pretty basic. It's to keep the person in their home for as long as possible. There's umpteen studies showing that people are healthier and live longer if they can stay in their home. So the whole idea from us is, again, to help them stay there. Again, going back to the family aspect, we look after the family, our clients from when they're born, our baby section. We now have breast pumps for rent now. So from when they're born right to when they're a senior and they need help with mobility. So that's what our goal was, is to kind of help out at every stage of life of the family. So we've been doing that as well. We expanded our dispensary section. We were maybe, and I'm being very liberal, 400 square feet, and we've doubled that size now. Now the staff aren't tripping over each other anymore, so that'll help with service as well. We've also put in a semi-private counseling area. We take confidentiality very serious here, so that's very important to us. The staff, too, have really caught on. No one likes change, but they've been very excited about things going on here. Our cosmetics section, when we were looking to take over the store, or the location that was here, everybody, all the big higher up guys, biggest worry was that they didn't think that we would be able to keep up with the cosmetics department. And I'm proud to say, as of right now, we've actually increased sales by 20% compared to what our competitors were before. So there's no worry about that as well. What I'm trying to get across to people coming in is that just because we're now an independent store and not part of a big chain doesn't mean that any service is going to be less. If anything, we've brought in more services. So that's the kind of the message I want to get across to everybody. Also, too, you know, our motto always has been is that we treat everybody the way we want to be treated. And that's done quite well for the last 64 years. So that's also not so much a mission statement, but kind of words to live by that we do here as well. We have all kinds. We just got back yesterday from a bunch of seminar training, so we're sending all our staff to different training. In our home health care section, we're huge on braces for the weekend warriors, for somebody recovering from orthopedic surgery. We have 4 certified fitters right now, so we can fit you from a wrist brace all the way up to hip replacement products that you would need for that. We also do a big rental service here, so we have everything from wheelchairs to hospital beds. We're a little limited with our space, so I don't have a hospital bed set up, but we can do that as well for rentals, lift chairs. Our home healthcare section is just taking off, so we have lots of staff members being trained on all those. Compression stockings to help with tired, achy feet and legs. We have all kinds of certifiers for that, fitters for that as well. Our staff are really keen on learning new stuff all the time, so we haven't had no problems getting volunteers for anything as that. We're also now going out to the community. Walsh's Pharmacy has always been huge with the community. So actually after this interview, I'm going to go and talk to the group homes in town. Some of the nurses there wanted to learn a little bit more about some of the new medication regimens, so I'm going to talk to them about that as well. So it's big, huge. We're a huge we've always been that way. That's just from start day one sort of thing.
Well, and that's another thing, Joe. Like as you're talking there, I'm just what's running through my mind is your customer service. It's that is what keeps these small communities together. Is your hometown small community customer service, and it's definitely needed. And again, we'd love to see the IDA logo and the Walsh's Pharmacy here in Mount Forest. What other upcoming events do you like? What have you got coming up here at Walsh's Pharmacy?
So this Saturday we picked for our grand opening. So October 3rd is our grand opening. So we're having a radio station, 101.7 is going to be here. We're having a charity barbecue going to be here that way. So that's on Saturday. And then all next week to 10 days we have clinics here. We're introducing another service. We have a local nurse that practices in foot care. So it's going to be a fantastic thing for all the diabetics and seniors that can't take care of their feet. So we'll have that as well. So he's going to be here next week. We have a gentleman coming right from one of the brace companies. That'll be here on staff for one day to help with all the weekend warriors to make sure that they're getting the right support so that they can go out and score more points, more goals, whatever you like to do. That's another one. We're also having a bunch of diabetic days for different glucose meters people that are coming in. So you can come in, get your machine tuned up if you want, take a look at all the new stuff going on as well. In our home health care section, diabetes and diabetic patients is a huge factor in that as well. So we got lots of services and products for that. We're also having on the Thursday night our Ideal Protein open house again for our weight management program. So we have the lady that is a representative for Ontario, so she's pretty high up honcho, going to be here talking on the weight management program, and she goes over all the fine-tuning points, and then I take over for the last half of it, give a little bit more example as to the pharmacy side of it, and also as a member of the program. Actually, my wife and I are on the program. I'm a big fan of not having something in unless you know how it works. So we went on the program, and between the two of us, we lost 110 pounds in a year. Cheryl won't like me saying that, but anyway. So it's been very successful. As of to date, I think we're at 1,500 pounds that all of our members have lost so far. So that's a lot of bags of potatoes. That's on the Thursday. We got deals going all day long. So all the time. So for the next couple of weeks sort of thing, come on in, take a look at the new setup and everything, and all the new services going on. I also want to take an opportunity to thank some people. You're talking about community. We're a big fan of shopping local. It's what goes around comes around. So we Young's Home Hardware, we've had them helping us out. We've had Broadline Equipment Rentals came and helped move our pod when we were getting our driveway paved. The guys just kind of dropped everything and came and helped us. Across the street, coffee place there, they supplied us coffee late into the nights quite a few times. We try to do as much as possible local with it, and I know I've missed a whole bunch of people. Foodland, Mike and Carol, they've been great neighbors to us as well. All kinds of people. I know I apologize for the people that I've forgotten, but we've had so much help, and the community has welcomed us with open arms, and that's been quite good. Also, the last thing I want to do is thank my staff. That was part of the reason why we looked so serious at taking over the location, because we knew the staff was excellent and they've surpassed any expectations we've had. Again, as I said, they're eager to learn new stuff and bring new services to the customers. They really look after the customers, show a lot of empathy with the customers. So that's been a big plus, and that's fit in quite well to our motto, or however you want to say that, for the store. And also to my family, Nick and Andrea, as I mentioned, who've been working here. They work quite a few late nights during the summertime to get things up and running to the way we like to have it done. And my wife is supervisor. She likes to be called the Supreme Commander, but we don't let her get that too often. But she's worked late in the nights quite a few times, merchandising the store, getting everything in the computer, so they all work pretty good. And so she kind of eats all that up. She loves that stuff and the marketing as well. We have a gentleman, Greg Sarisman, who is our marketing guru. If you take a look at any flyers that come up from Walsh's Pharmacy, he takes the pictures, sets it all up. he's been a big blessing for us here as well. So I think.
Wonderful. Joe, thank you so much. Yes, you definitely are a hometown proprietor. Again, we love seeing the Walsh's IDA Pharmacy store here on Main Street in Mount Forest. Is there a website that we could direct the people to so they can get a list of all the upcoming events that are happening on here?
Oh, yeah, by all means, yeah. We are actually one of the first pharmacies in southwestern Ontario that had the website. We have 2 addresses. One is actually www.pharmacy.on.ca. Fairly easy to remember. Also, the other website address is walshespharmacy.ca. So 2 very easy websites to, yes. And my niece Jana, who's the front shop manager in Arthur, looks after that as well. So all our flyers that are coming up are on there, as well as all current events and anything that's we've been in the news about that we think the customers would be appreciated about is there as well.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us here today, Joe. So everybody stop in at Walsh's Pharmacy in Main Street, Mount Forest, and check out the renovations and see all the new products and services that they have to offer. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Sandy Vandongen. She is the Small Business Advisor at TD Canada Trust here in Mount Forest. Sandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
How long has TD Canada Trust been serving the community?
TD Canada Trust has been serving the Mount Forest community for over 50 years. I can remember as a small child coming to town with my parents or grandparents, and that trip always included a visit to the TD Bank. I've been with TD for 28 years, and for the last 9 years here in the Mount Forest community. My current role is Small Business Advisor, and my focus is working with our business customers, spending time with them, getting to know and understand the nature of their business, what's important to their business, and what goals they have in place for the future growth of their business. We have a full suite of business products and services that we can then match and meet the needs of what our business customers are. Business customers, I find, in this community are very busy, and they always find ways to give back. It's amazing to see the volunteering that takes place in the community and the financial support and sponsorships to groups and organizations. Supporting our sports clubs, also supporting social groups and regular annual events that take place in our community. They also provide employment opportunities to the people that live here. So I would just like to say thank you to all the business owners within our area for doing what you do to support us in this community.
That's lovely, Sandy. And yes, I am a customer of the TD Canada Trust, and I have been coming here for many, many years. And Sandy and I go way, way back to the high school days. We won't say how many years ago. But anyway, Sandy, your role as Small Business Advisor, we all know that it's a daunting task, or it doesn't have to be a daunting task, but people get in their minds of starting up a small business. What steps could they take, or perhaps precautions, financial-wise, to get their business up and running?
Mm-hmm. So to get your business up and running, I think that you need to do a lot of research and meet with a lot of different advisors to assist you on your path to success. So not only meeting with your small business advisor, but also involving your accountant and anyone else in that process for you to be successful. Knowing and understanding what your business plan looks like and what your goals are really helps you to set a path for you to be successful in your business. So knowing and understanding, what your needs may be for managing your day-to-day operations and expenses. So we look at anything from creating operating lines of credit to taking advantage of rewards points programs to help you manage and continue to be successful on a day-to-day basis with your business expenses.
So you really, really have to develop a personal relationship with any of your clients.
Absolutely. It's very, very important to be looked upon and considered a trusted advisor. And it's important when you're making those decisions because that's the financial future for yourself and for your business.
So Sandy, is there a website that we could direct people to get more information?
Absolutely. tdcanadatrust.com is a great website, provides information on all of the products and services that we offer to our small business customers. So you're able to do your research. You can also stop by the branch and see me. I'd be happy to meet with anyone that had any questions about any of the business products and services. And just to get to know you a little bit better as well is important for us.
Okay, so if they needed to reach you, Sandy, you're located at, what's your address?
174 Main Street, Mount Forest, Ontario, and I can be reached at 519-323-1250, extension 300, or by email at sandy.vandongen@tdcanadatrust.com.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sandy, for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
So stop in and visit Sandy at TD Canada Trust Main Street, Mount Forest. I'm here with Brian Plume. He is the president of the Hospital Foundation. We are actually in front of the Mount Forest Louise Marshall Hospital, and we're here to talk about an upcoming event that is held annually, the Healthcare Heroes Radiothon. So Brian, maybe you could just fill in everybody on this great event.
Absolutely. This is our biggest major fundraiser for hospital equipment. Obviously, you said it's annual. It happens every October. This year it's the 17th. It's a Saturday. The radiothon's held over in Wingham, and you can call in and make donations to the hospital. It goes 100% of your donation goes to the purchase of equipment for the hospital, for the Louise Marshall Hospital. So you can phone in on the day. You can come see Jane at her office here at the hospital, the foundation office, or you can call her at 323-3333, extension 2750. Or you can come down and see me, or better yet, you can show up in person at M&M's on October 17th. They're having a charity barbecue most of the day. Also, Clayton is putting on another silent auction. There's some awesome stuff there, so you can just go down and have a good time there.
So this radiothon, of course, raising these funds, what are these going towards, Brian?
This year, we're asking for $125,000, and that will all go towards operating equipment. They need scopes and the like. There'll be more information on that on the website if anybody needs to know exactly what it is, but it's for operating room equipment this year.
And could you direct us to that website, Brian?
northwellingtonhealthcare.ca, I believe it is.
Okay, and I understand that day of, there's going to be some broadcasting live. It's going to be broadcast live on CKNX 920 a.m. from 9 to 5, and on the hour on Classic Rock 94.5 and the 101.7. And I see to date over $1.3 million has helped the Louise Marshall Hospital. So Brian, just wondering, is this going to be an ongoing annual event, or we...
Yeah, it has been for many years. I think it's like the 14th already, so we hope to continue with it. Like I said, it's our biggest one major fundraiser of the year, so we really, really appreciate your support. Also on the day, I might want to add that I will be participating in the Heels for Hospitals in Clifford that day, so if anybody would like to sponsor me, I look darn good in heels, I must admit. I got the legs for it. I got my mother's legs, and I got a really good pair of heels that fit me, and I think I look pretty good in them, so I think I'm worthy of a donation.
So there you have it, everybody. If you want to see Brian Plume in heels, it's for a good cause. Come on down, donate, or call into the Radiothon and make a donation to our local hospital foundation.
For those of you that have given in the past, you would have got an envelope like this mailed to you asking for your donation. And everybody in Mount Forest in the mailing system would have this. So there's a sponsor form and everything in these that you can just fill out, fax, email, scan, email, or whatever, or just drop it off at the foundation office, or better yet, show up in person on the day at M&M's. They'll be there all day. Clayton and the crew will be there to assist in anything like this as well. The silent auction.
Awesome. So there's lots of ways to donate.
Fantastic. It's going to be a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today for what's happening in Mount Forest. If you are interested in being a part of this show, please give us a call at the Chamber at 519-323-4480 or visit us on our website, www.mountforest.ca. Also on that website are a list of upcoming events and things that are happening around the communities. Thanks so much, everybody.
The preceding program was brought to you by Wightman TV and Bruce Telecom.